All right, you might know how to factor each of these numbers, but do you know how to prime factorize them? Prime factorization is a different skill I'm going to teach in this video where we have to break this down into only prime numbers being multiplied to make 24. So let's list out what our prime numbers are. We know we got 2, we've got 3, we've got 5, 7, okay, 11. I'm just going to list those out for right now. We can use a basic tree diagram to just factor down until we get to nothing but prime. So the way that you're going to start a number like 24, you're going to say 2 times what gives me 24? That would be a 12. Now 2 is one of our prime numbers, so we're going to save that. 12 over here, that can be cut in half again, giving me another 2 times a 6. 6 is not a prime, 12 is not a prime. That's why you're not seeing these circled. Now 6 can cut into a 2 and a 3. So if you look here, we've got all prime numbers circled. 2, 2, 2, and 3. So our prime factorization of this would be 2 to the, how many 2's do I have? 3 of them, all being multiplied together. So that's 2 to the third power times 3. Notice each of my bases here is a prime value. Okay, let's do the same thing with 90, which is a little bit trickier, and I tried to just progress a little bit more complex as we go. 90 can split into a 9 times a 10. Now, if you look at 9, 9 can split into a 3 and a 3. Now, these are both prime numbers. 9 was not prime, so I didn't circle it, and I had to keep going. 3 and 3 are prime, so let's circle those. Those are good to use. 2 times 5 is what's going to give me 10. So I got a 2, I've got a 5. And what do we notice about 2 and 5? Well, both of those are also prime. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the 2, we're going to say 2 times next value up as we're going numerical value. 3 is squared. We got to square 3 because there's 2 of them. And then we got the 5 on the back end times 5. This is your prime factorization of 90. Okay, now let's look at our last one, 420. So now we're getting into the bigger values. So what I do here is instead of saying cutting it in half, okay, because that's going to just be a bunch of factoring with that large number, I'm going to change this to 42 times 10. Okay, and now we'll split the 42 up, factor it out until we get down to primes only. 10, we already know 10 is going to factor to a 2 and a 5. So we got a 2, we've got a 5. We can circle both of those because those are prime values. 42, how do I get 42? Well, what do we know? We could do 6 times 7, okay? 6 times 7. What do we know about 7? 7 is prime. Nice. There we go. Okay, now 6 splits into a 3 and a 2. Also primes. So now look at everything you have circled. You've got a 3, a 2, a 7, a 2, and a 5. How many 2's do we have? We're going to say 2 squared. We've got 2 of them. We've only got 1 3. We've only got 1 5. And we've only got 1 7. Okay, now by doing this, by learning this skill of prime factorization, you're going to be able to answer questions like this. John and Tom are in different physics classes. Tom's teacher always gives 30 question quizzes. John's teacher gives exams more frequent, but only 24 questions on his quizzes. The teachers told students both teachers will give the same number of exam questions each year. What is the minimum number of exam questions John and Tom's class can expect to get in a given year? So you can prime factor, and then you can take you can find the LCM, least common multiple. Okay, so once you know how to prime factorize, then you can take the least common multiple. I can show you how to do it here on this next video. So hopefully this makes sense. All you're doing is factoring the number down until you're only dealing with prime values. Not a bad idea to give you a list of the prime numbers you should be on the lookout for. Okay, hopefully this makes sense. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.